Hi, it's Tricia. This is week 3 of the 2017 CSA season for Luna Circle Farm. Before I get started showing you your box, I want to introduce you to Riley. Riley, come here. Come here. Come here, Riley. So if I can get the camera right here, this is Riley. She's our farm dog. And she's being a little shy of the camera here. But she's a good friend around the farm. She enjoys people. If you're at the CSA drop-off when I'm arriving, she's usually with me, keeping me company. She's now 11 years old, so she's moving into more of her supervisory years. She used to run around the fields and hang out with us all the time, but she's a little more laid back these days. So this week in your box, we do have a few new things. We have some really lovely scallions here. These things have got some great greens on them. If you read fancy cooking books, they'll tell you to only use the white and the pale green parts. And I'm here to tell you, use the whole thing. I was going to say it's baloney, but, you know, these greens are pretty good. They're pretty tasty, so go ahead and eat them all. We have a salad mix this week. A lovely, it's a small bag, but still lovely bags of salad greens with lots of different mixed greens. My favorite is this freckled romaine. It's very delicate, very pretty and lovely. This week you also have lemon basil. And if you've never had any of the flavored basils, you're in for a treat here with the lemon. It's very, well, lemony. Makes wonderful pesto. In fact, I think the pesto from lemon basil is even better than the pesto from the traditional sweet basil. I will put a recipe for basil in again. You can just substitute lemon basil for the sweet basil. This week also for the first time we have zucchinis and patty pan squash. Now we don't have a lot of these. This is the patty pan. If you've never had patty pan, you use it just like you would a zucchini. Chop it up and saute it. However you would use a zucchini. You can even make zucchini bread out of patty pans if you'd like. You just have 2 pieces this week because we're just getting started, and the weather the last few days has been pretty chilly, so some of this stuff is not sizing up like I had hoped it would. We have cucumbers again this week. A couple of nice cucumbers. We have salad greens. Once again, everybody's going to get a head of this lovely red butterhead, and then you'll get a head of something else. I happen to have a head of green butterhead here, but it'll be something, either a green butterhead or a leaf lettuce or something like that. We have scapes again, and if you feel like you're getting a little overwhelmed by the scapes, I'm going to give you some ideas for how you can preserve these and keep them for the use in the winter. Pretty easy, takes just a few minutes, and I got to tell you, in January when you pull this out of the freezer to use it, you will be really happy and impressed with the flavor of what this can add to your January meals. And then we have kohlrabi again. This is probably the last week for the purple kohlrabis. I think we're going to have the greens for one more week. I know some of you may be a little tired of kohlrabi. It certainly has been a lot of kohlrabi, but sometimes that's the way it goes when we have a lot of something. But next week, one more week, and then we'll be done with it for the year. So it won't be too bad for another week or so. I'll try to find some more recipes, put those links in the newsletters. I still mostly enjoy eating them just raw, dipped into hummus or something like that. So any questions, give me a call, send me a text, an email. Otherwise, I'll talk with you next week.